So to answer the first question, why did I actually start this? Well, way back in 1997, I was going through a difficult period and actually without a job. I just got made redundant, really. And these were the early days of the internet, and I decided to do something positive online. And that's how I got started. It was actually through kind of self-therapy as well that I began writing about my experiences being depressed and suffering from low self-esteem. I identified actually that self-esteem was one of the major things behind um, success and being happy in life. Um, and once I had actually explored on the internet and seen the rubbish that was out there and experienced the worst, and actually one day I stumbled on a positive, happy site, and I thought, wow, now that's what I've been looking for all my life, some way to actually help people. And I guess that's at the root of why I started uh, my websites and why I started trying to do something in the self-help area for others. Because, if I could just help one person that had suffered and gone through what I went through, I thought it was well worth the effort. And plus, added to that as well, I saw at the very start the potential that the internet had to actually reach people and actually help them. Um, you know, um, so that was really why I started it. Okay, so you'd like me to talk a little bit more about what I've experienced? Well, I went through several bouts of depression. In fact, one really severe bout of depression lasted for approximately 2 years. And during that time, I got really low, at the lowest points, in fact. I found myself waking up and just thinking that there was no point in living. And I can fully understand why people can contemplate the very worst, but no matter how badly I felt, I always thought, I can't do something like that. You can't inflict pain on others like that, and it really is pointless to totally give up. Although I felt like giving up, I found myself trapped and unable to escape. And, I thought the best therapy would be to start writing about my experiences and in an effort to try and help others. And that really did help me recover. I suffered for years from low self-esteem to the point where I felt inferior. Actually, I did suffer extremely and became quite shy and withdrawn, quite lonely for years in my 20s and so on. And it's such a horrible experience that I wouldn't wish it on my enemies. And I later came to the conclusion that self-esteem was basically the root of happiness and success in life, because it's directly connected with the amount of confidence you have. And when you're lacking in confidence, you don't try new things and you get more and more trapped in fear. So I just thought that self-esteem was a really, really central thing to happiness and satisfaction in life that I had experienced firsthand with. Also connected with depression, which I'd already also experienced, and many people don't really understand how difficult it is to get through it. That this would be an ideal thing um, to focus on. I mean, I really look back on those times and think that the experiences I went through were probably for a reason, and the reason is that I had to do something to I felt like I had some kind of a hole in sort of my stomach area, but physically it's not important, but just a hole to fill, something that was missing from life, and then it turned out to be this self-help idea, this idea of helping people to help themselves. I always try to tell people that you should get professional help and guidance from a counselor or a psychologist or something. But basically, there is also a lot that you can do yourself, as I found out too. So basically, these were the experiences I went through. And if you're going through similar experiences, then please, there's so much help online, including what I've done and what I offer. But there's so many other good websites and sources of information how you can get access to self-help and programs that can really help you move forward and help with mental health and everything. So hopefully that's answered that question. So if you've got any questions for me, I'd love you to put them below, and I'll probably try to make some more videos in the near future answering questions. I do get some questions from time to time from on my email from visitors to my website. But if you'd like to include any questions below this video, I will be sure to answer them.